In the last video, I talked about how to know whether or not you are addicted to social media. So if you haven't watched that yet, go check that out. All right, you checked it out. Now, the reason that I feel like I really want to share this topic is because I've really struggled with this. I totally was addicted to social media, and not like some crazy true life on MTV story. Just the fact that I felt like my thoughts were being influenced by the people on social media that I was friends with, and I felt agitated constantly because I was getting in arguments on Facebook and stuff, and I felt like YouTube, I was just consuming content left and right that was just kind of mind-numbing content to just get through the day, and I felt very depressed because of this. Now, I use social media much more purposefully. I haven't quit it completely, although I did at one point, and that's one of the steps here. I want to share with you the steps that you can take, the actionable steps that you can take right after this video to manage your social media use much better. The first step is accepting that you have a problem. I know this sounds like the super serious, alcoholics need to accept they have a problem. There's a reason that people say this, and we don't need to get all melodramatic about it. It's just social media. It's not like it's probably damaging your health that much, and likely the chances are you're not that addicted, but you do have to accept that, okay, yeah, I am a little addicted to it. And that's all that you need. You need to accept it, and you need to say, I'm going to do something about this. Whether or not it's very serious or not, or it's just something I want to do to make my life just a little bit better, I have a problem that I'm going to try to fix myself. The second thing is you got to quit cold turkey, and you can't delete your profile. This is a thing that I think a lot of people skip over or miss is don't delete your profile. You don't need to do that. I think a big part of the thing that keeps people from wanting to dive into bettering themselves and learning from their social media use is they're afraid to quit because they have so much history on there. I have so many photos from years and memories and all of this stuff on my Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. I don't want to delete that stuff. And honestly, they make it really hard to delete this stuff anyway. But the thing is, you don't need to delete your account to quit. What I did was I had my girlfriend change my password and change the email so that I can't. At first, I changed the password, and then I realized, I can just go to the email and say forgot password and log back in. That's when you know you're really addicted, is when you're trying to find ways around it like that. You might not be that bad, but even if you are, the way to get around it and make sure that you don't have that problem is have them change the email, maybe just make a separate email for it, and have them change the password. Make sure that they write this down somewhere that they're not going to lose. Have them email it to themselves or something, because you're not going to want to completely get locked out of your account or something. Do this for all of your social media. Do it for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, maybe Snapchat, maybe YouTube, depending on whether or not you think you have a problem with YouTube. I didn't do it with YouTube. I unsubscribed from all of the channels that I followed that I really like Philip DeFranco and Sam and Nico, Corridor Digital, Freddie Wong, those people. I really like their videos, but at the same time, I didn't feel like their videos were adding any real value to my life. It was just entertainment. So I'll go watch those every once in a while now, but I'll do it on my choice. I won't allow my subscription box to tell me that I should watch those things. The third thing is to ease back into it. So after you quit cold turkey, set a number of days. Set 2 weeks. I recommend 2 weeks. Maybe do a month if you feel like it's really bad. And honestly, you're probably going to be pretty happy during this time. So many people, the first couple of days, you're going to find yourself picking up your phone and going, oh yeah, I don't have Facebook on here. Maybe I deleted the apps off my phone, and it was crazy. I started really realizing the habit I had once I couldn't take advantage of that habit. I was like, oh wow, I totally use this as a crutch in social situations. So after 2 weeks or a month or however long it is, this is the part that's different from just quitting cold turkey forever. Then you're going to want to ease yourself back into it. Especially this works for people that need it for their careers or just feel like they have friends all over the place like I do, that I really don't want to just completely lose touch with everybody. I want to have the opportunity to still be in touch with people. So what I do is after 2 weeks or something, I have my girlfriend log me back into those accounts. I don't have her tell me what those passwords are. I have her log me into those accounts on my computer maybe. First I did it on my phone too, but then I realized pretty quickly, and this is what the part of this is you're going to relapse for sure. And don't, again, take this relapse word super seriously, but you're going to find yourself sucked back in at a certain point. That's when you start realizing, what was the thing that sucked me back in? For me, it was it being on my phone. Once I took it off my phone, I stopped feeling like it. But I had to completely go back to step 2 every time I felt like I was stuck back in that hamster wheel. So this is where step 3 is ease yourself back in when you relapse, because you will, most likely. Then go back to step 2. Quit again for 2 weeks, and then come back and try to eliminate that trigger. So if your trigger is your phone, get rid of it off your phone. If your trigger is even where you don't mean to be logged in, you end up logging in, make sure that you don't change your password, don't learn what your password is, just let someone log you into your home desktop computer, which is what I do. And also, for me, even after that, Facebook was still something that I would get sucked into, and there was nothing useful on my newsfeed. Anything useful were people that I would go visit their profiles deliberately or get a notification about. So on Firefox and Safari, and I think Google Chrome too, you can block the newsfeed. I'll leave a link down in the description below to some of the plugins that I use that allow me to get rid of the newsfeed. It's crazy. It just like pops up and the newsfeed's not there. And it's still, I log into the site and I go and I start to scroll without even realizing that it's not there and thinking, wow, like it's just such a habit. And you know, I can go see what friends are up to. I can go see my notifications. It's not, I don't feel like I'm lacking anything by not seeing that newsfeed. I'm not missing anything. If I really want to know something, I can go find it out because I still am on Facebook, but I'm controlling the use of it. And that's the key, to not completely cut it out of your life completely. Unless you want to, go ahead and do that. But if you want it to still be part of your life, control it and don't let it control yourself. This is one of those things that I'm always going to come back to. Control the things in your life and don't let them control you. You are in control if you want to be. It's harder than it sounds. It's easier said than done. Take control of your social media this way. Follow these steps. Admit that you have a problem. Have someone else change your password so you can quit cold turkey for a while. Then ease yourself back into it and figure out what the triggers are that suck you in to whatever social media that you are following. So I am now successfully controlling my social media use, and you can too. I would love to hear in the comments whether or not any of these things work for you, or if you have other tips, maybe plugins or whatever, as to how to control your social media use, because this is a really big thing. If you want to be successful in life, if you want to be happy in life, you really can't let social media dominate your life the way that it does for so many people out there. It pains me to see how many people end up on their phone all day, you know, in the doctor's office with their kids or with their significant others. Like, this is, you might not realize it, but it's really affecting you in the real world. I am not one of those people that are going to say, quit it altogether, it has no use, it's the devil, because it's really useful and it's great. One quick tip I want to give before I leave. I use the Messenger app on my phone. The Messenger app you can log into separately from Facebook. So I am not logged into Facebook on my phone, but I am not logged into Facebook on my phone, and this is another thing. I usually keep my phone on Do Not Disturb so it doesn't do that while I'm doing this stuff. But I'm not logged into Facebook on my phone, but I am logged into Messenger, because I use Messenger just as a messenger, basically, because a lot of the people that I stay in contact with, I don't necessarily have their numbers, and some of them never answer if you text them, so there's an important thing about contacting people where they are actually going to respond. Facebook Messenger can be used separately, and you can use it on the desktop too. Messenger.com is its own app, or its own site. You can log into that and not be logged into Facebook. It's great. So that's a little pro tip for you. I hope this helps. Like I said in the description down below, let me know what works for you. If you try these things and you successfully curb your social media addiction, I would love to hear from you. Enjoy your life, control your life, and until next time, have a great day. I never really know how to end these videos, if you haven't noticed. I think everyone has that problem. I love these end card things though, because it kind of allows me to just trail off at the end, and then I can just pop up these videos and this thing here. I'm really hungry. I feel like at the end of this video I started to really trail off, and it's because I'm hungry. I think I'm going to make a video about that too, but first I'm going to go eat.